They called it a paradise, a shimmering island of gold and marble, where crystal towers pierced the skies and knowledge flowed like rivers. But in a single night, it vanished beneath the sea. No trace, no survivors. For centuries, explorers, scientists, and dreamers have searched for the legendary civilization of Atlantis. But what if the story isn't just a myth? What if Atlantis was real? This isn't just a tale of a lost city. It's a story about human ambition, arrogance, and the ultimate historical mystery. A story that began over 2,000 years ago, when the Greek philosopher Plato spoke of an advanced civilization destroyed by its own pride. Since then, Atlantis has become the ultimate historical enigma, inspiring explorers, haunting scientists, and igniting theories across the world. But what lies behind the myth? Could fragments of the truth still be hidden beneath the ocean waves? Tonight, we dive deep into history, myth, and madness to uncover the truth about Atlantis. Picture this. Athens, around 360 BC. The air is thick with philosophy and ideas. In a quiet chamber, Plato, one of the greatest thinkers in history, pens his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. In them, he describes a story passed down from ancient Egypt, a tale of a civilization that existed 9,000 years before his time. A mighty empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we know today as the Strait of Gibraltar. A civilization that conquered lands, built magnificent temples to Poseidon, and lived in abundance and order. Until one fateful night, Plato writes, in a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea. To some, it was a moral tale, a warning against human arrogance and corruption. To others, it was a historical record of something the world had truly lost. For centuries, the world dismissed Plato's words as pure myth. But during the age of exploration, the obsession began. 15th century explorers like Columbus and Magellan carried copies of Plato's writings, hoping to stumble upon the lost land. Some claimed Atlantis lay somewhere in the vast Atlantic Ocean. Others believed it was buried beneath the sands of the Sahara or hidden under the icy layers of Antarctica. But no one could prove it. Then came the 19th century, and with it, a new wave of believers. In 1882, a U.S. congressman named Ignatius Donnelly published a book called Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. He argued that Atlantis was the origin of all great civilizations, Egypt, Greece, and even the Maya. Donnelly's book became a sensation. The world was captivated. If he was right, Atlantis wasn't just a myth. It was the mother of all civilizations. But there was just one problem. No one could find it. So, let's explore the theories, each one more fascinating than the last. Theory 1. The Atlantic Ocean. Some scientists point to the Azores Islands, volcanic peaks in the middle of the Atlantic. Beneath them lie vast underwater plateaus that could be the remnants of a sunken continent. But skeptics argue there's no geological evidence that such a landmass ever existed and that it would have been impossible for it to sink so dramatically. Theory 2. The Mediterranean Mystery. In 2004, archaeologists discovered stunning ruins off the coast of Santorini, Greece, an island once known as Thera. This island was obliterated around 1600 BCE by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in human history. Entire cities were buried in ash. A thriving civilization vanished overnight. Could this catastrophe have inspired Plato's tale? Many historians think so. They believe Atlantis wasn't a literal place, but a retelling of Thera's tragic destruction, passed down through generations. Theory 3. The Sahara Desert. Recent satellite images have revealed strange, circular land formations deep in Mauritania, known as the Eye of the Sahara. These are perfect concentric rings, eerily similar to Plato's description of Atlantis, a city built in circles around a central temple to Poseidon. Geologists say it's a completely natural formation, but others aren't so sure. Could the Eye of the Sahara be the lost foundation of Atlantis, now buried beneath centuries of sand? As technology advanced, the search for Atlantis shifted from fantasy to science. Sonar scans, underwater drones, and satellite imaging have revealed lost cities beneath the sea, from the coast of India to the depths of the Caribbean. In 2001, researchers announced they'd found mysterious ruins off the coast of Cuba, nearly 2,000 feet underwater. They described massive stone structures arranged in geometric patterns, like roads and pyramids. Some called it the discovery of the century. But then, further exploration was halted. Funding disappeared. And just like that, the mystery slipped away again. Then, in 2021, scientists discovered evidence that the Earth experienced massive, catastrophic floods around 11,600 years ago, almost exactly when Plato said Atlantis vanished. Coincidence or a clue? Maybe the truth isn't about where Atlantis was, but why it was lost. Plato described its people as brilliant, powerful, and technologically advanced, but he also said they grew arrogant, believing they were greater than the gods. In the end, their greed and hubris consumed them. Maybe Atlantis isn't a physical place to be found on a map, but a powerful warning. A warning that every great civilization, no matter how advanced, carries within it the seeds of its own destruction. And when we look at our world today, with rising seas, lost cultures, and collapsing systems, perhaps the real Atlantis isn't under the ocean. Perhaps we're living in it. Maybe Atlantis was real. Maybe it was only ever a story. But its echo continues to haunt us, whispering across time, reminding us of who we were and who we might become. Because the past never truly disappears. It just waits to be rediscovered. This is the Echoes of Time, where the past still speaks. Subscribe for more unforgettable stories.